there, I'm Olivia. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I just got home and I thought it would be kind of fun to show you what I got in a little bit of a haul. So my mom and I went on a shopping trip. We went to Ulta, Marshalls, Homegoods, DSW, just looked around a little bit, and I didn't get a ton of stuff, but I just thought it'd be fun to show you a few things that I got. First and foremost though, probably the most important part of my haul, we went to Mod Pizza. Incredibly, I have some leftovers. If you've been there, then I think you also will be amazed that I didn't eat the whole thing. I just have to show you what I got real quick because it's delicious and I want to. So I did like a half and half. I got barbecue sauce on one side and like a white sauce on the other. Barbecue has like chicken, corn, grilled pineapple, onion. Oh, so good. And then the white sauce side has like onion, chicken, and then like some sriracha sauce on it. Would highly recommend Mod Pizza. If you haven't ever been before, it's basically the Subway of pizzas, but it's delicious. Also, whoever thought of making caramelized pear iced tea is a genius, and I thank them. Okay, so let me show you what I got in the actual haul. So, this bag looks enormous, but I assure you I did not actually get that much. I only got like 2 things from Ulta, but they put it in this giant bag, and then I ended up just throwing everything else from my shopping trip in here too. But the whole reason that I went to Ulta is because I wanted to get a new perfume. And I got one that I haven't gotten before. It's the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun one. So this is like a limited edition, like special version of it. And I love this. I tried it for the first time today. Light blue is actually the scent that my mom wears. She has for a long time. And I love how that smells. I mean, the actual fragrance I love, but also it's kind of nostalgic just because it reminds me of my mom. So I liked it, but I kind of wanted to get something a little bit different so I wasn't like exactly the same as her. And so I was really happy that they had this. And there's something about it that kind of vaguely reminds me of like summer sunscreen kind of a scent, but like in the best way possible. So let me actually look up what the actual notes are. It says the top notes are lemon essence, Granny Smith apple, Azonic Accord, I have no idea what that is, and coconut water. Middle notes are jasmine, white rose, frangipani flower. I don't know what that is, but I guess I like it. And then the base notes are cedarwood essence, amber notes, white musks, and bourbon vanilla. So if you are highly familiar with your fragrance notes and think that that sounds like something that you would like, I really like it. So I'm excited about that. And they were doing a thing where if you spent like $40 on a fragrance, you got a free bag. So it came with a super cute backpack, and I just love how this looks. It's kind of like a worn-in leather, like kind of a look to it, which I think is fun. And it's not quite as big as I was expecting, because you got to choose between either like 2 different weekend bags, like kind of a small like duffel bag kind of a thing, or a backpack. So I kind of thought that the backpack would be closer to the size of, you know, like something that you'd pack like for a trip in. This is kind of more purse sized, but I really do like it. And the bag that I use most often right now is actually a backpack. What's actually really cool about the one that I have is that it's kind of a convertible thing. So it can either be like a shoulder strap or you can like pull on it and it becomes a backpack. So I do really love that, but it is super slouchy and sometimes I kind of lose stuff in there. So I do like the idea of kind of a more structured option, but I think it's super cute. I'm glad to get it, and I love the perfume that I got. So win-win. And then I only got one other thing at Ulta. This is a little mini thing of their dewy setting spray. They had it on sale for like $2.50 or something. I just saw it as I was going through the line. But I've used this one before, the dewy setting spray, and I actually really, really like this. I just bought the e.l.f. illuminating spray one, and I like that one. It wasn't quite as dewy as I guess I was expecting it to be. Since it sounded illuminating, I kind of thought it would be dewy too. Not so much, but I do like it, but I know that I've gotten this before and really, really liked it. And so for $2.50, I thought that's a really good deal. Okay, so then our next stop was Marshalls, and I got just a couple things there. I got, let me see here. So the first thing I grabbed was this texturizing salt spray. I haven't gotten this particular one before. I just ran out of, what brand was it? I had a little sample size of, I think it was like a Bumble and Bumble one, a salt spray. I didn't like that one nearly as well as the one that I had before. I'm trying to remember what brand the other one was. It might have been Matrix. I can't remember for sure. I know I talked about it in an empties video though, and I absolutely loved that one. Not the Bumble and Bubble one, but the one before that. It was great. So hopefully this one will be good too. I like the smell of it. It's not quite as good as another one I was looking at, but this one was also only $7.99, whereas The other one I was looking at, it was a lot smaller and it was like $10. So I thought we'd give this one a try. But I like to use like a texturizing spray like this, especially if I curl my hair. And then for the next like day or two, depending on if I need to wash it, sometimes I'll just kind of scrunch some salt spray in there to keep it wavy. So I'm excited to have more of that since I had run out. So I got one other like beauty kind of product. I got this nail polish from Orly, and it's in the shade Close Up. It's kind of a creamy white kind of a color, and I really like it. As far as I can tell, it looks like it'll be pretty matte. It doesn't have like a pearly finish to it, which most of the white polishes that I see, I feel like they're kind of like shimmery a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit harder to find just like a matte one, at least when I'm looking. So I'm excited to have this. I'll probably do my nails after I finish filming and try this color out. And this was $3.99. And then the last thing that I got at Marshall's, I'm actually super excited about, is this tiny cutting board. So this one was only $2.49. Our kitchen is pretty tiny and the counter space is super limited. So sometimes it's kind of annoying to use like a giant cutting board. I mean, not giant, it's like normal sized, but it feels giant when you have like hardly any counter space. So if I'm just cutting up like, you know, a tiny bit of onion, like a little bit of cheese. I mean, there's just two of us, so it's not like I'm needing to cut up like huge amounts of food. It's kind of nice to just have like a small cutting board, and I like that it's one of these bamboo ones. Plus, I can use it as like a little serving board too if you have people over and I want to do like a cute little like cheese plate or something. So I was excited to find this. And then the last place that I bought some stuff at was Homegoods. So I'd actually been in the market for some new ice cube holders. I know that sounds so random, but the ones that we had were just like the hard plastic kind. We had two of them. One of them totally cracked in half and broke, and then the other one, it's starting to kind of crack. I guess just because it's like that hard plastic, it just gets brittle, and you know, if you have to like twist it to get the ice cubes out, it breaks. So I actually got one of these silicone ones, and it's kind of nice because then you can just like pop it out. So this one was $3.99. I don't know if that's like an awesome deal, but I just like that you can pop them out and it's not so annoying to try to get them out. And then I got another ice cube tray, but this is like the extra large ice cube size. And I love the like giant ice cubes, especially in a drink. It just looks so like pretty and classy. Plus it's kind of nice because it melts a little bit slower so your drink doesn't get so diluted. So I'm excited about that. Plus it has a lid, which is kind of nice. Our freezer is pretty small like everything else in our house. So sometimes it's kind of hard to fit everything in. So if it has a lid, then that just makes it a little bit easier. You can kind of stack stuff on top. And then the last thing I got, I actually got two of them because it was a good deal and I absolutely love this stuff. So it's white truffle oil and it's in this little like spritzer thing, which is kind of nice because sometimes I like fully cook with it, but honestly, a lot of times I'll use something like this just as kind of a topper. So if I can just spray it on like, say, fries or something, that's delicious. Or, you know, if I'm making like roast potatoes or something, spray that on it, or I don't know. Anything really. I mean, I love white truffle oil, so I'm excited to have this. This was a like 6-ounce bottle and it was $4.99, so I know that that's a pretty good deal. So that's everything that I got on my little shopping trip today. So thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate it, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye.